know you wanna party, listen to your body. I want to get naughty, girl, I really like the way you ooh, girl, I really like the way you.
Once again, for the renegade master. Back once again. Back once again, for the renegade master. The renegade master. The renegade master. Back once again, for the renegade master.
I was wrestling like, should I write a verse? The culture got enough clout chasing vultures out here, trying to prove they worth. They need attention. They can't imagine me not trying to make myself look bigger off of this Kendrick mention. I can't imagine his position. Before I got on my mission, I was a party victim. I bought the party favors. I used my trauma, my single mama, to justify commas to pay the devil's wages. Whew. That probably went over their heads. Basically what I said is I was government fed, bred for doing time in the feds, but Jesus bled. Instead of putting dents in their head, he turned his. My cup runneth over with nonsense. They hearts grow colder, they love to do evil, they burn their conscience. I want the dealer's head who gave my cousin fentanyl. Labels exploiting rapping addicts, man, I'm sick of y'all. My daddy ran with Compton Chris, my uncle's Pyru. Stuck in the middle of this madness, what should I choose? I should be choosing between Howard and Hampton. I love the people that I ran with, but look at the damage. You want me put you on, but I know you still with the scamming. A crooked doctor took advantage and hooked me on Xanax. It's killers sitting in their cell for taking somebody innocent, and they don't even feel no remorse. The worst ignorance. But when I take a look in the mirror, the blood of Uriah's on my hands, cause I'm that killer who had Bathsheba in his quarters. I'm that who let Eve taste the fruit of death. I'm dead sinner, I deserve death, along with all these liars and hypocrites. Fake tough rappers who fabricate their predicaments. Fake deep guru pushing voodoo on the people, telling folks that my God ain't real. That's real evil.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud.
Roll Tide, baby. Here we go.
I was down, but now I'm down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talk about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down, I'm up. up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and the mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was bluff. Till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up.
Well, what's up, YouTube? How we doing today on a Wednesday? Christian Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live for the BSM podcast, episode 55. Conference tournaments tipping off this week, and what does the perfect mock draft look like for 2025 round one of the NFL draft, which kicks off Thursday, April 24th of this year, obviously this year. We got a couple people watching, have not seen any comments yet. This might be an episode today where we don't drop the link just because we don't really have too much of a crowd. But I do want to look into, looking into the conference tournaments that are going to start today, actually, or maybe I think they've already tipped off, but I know for a fact that the SEC starts today, and we'll look at that especially. Uh, and you got the ACC. We'll look at some betting odds. I'm not a gambler, at least I wasn't until I went on the Slobs cruise, but uh, I don't actually gamble. I just wanted to have some fun this last weekend. But anyway, that being said, I don't really bet on sports. I know we have a few people in this community that probably do. There's probably some people that are watching this, which, by the way, we got a couple people watching live. I love and appreciate that. If you're watching this back, thank you so much. I love and appreciate each and every one of you out there. Jesus loves you, and I'm hoping that everyone's had a good 2025 so far. Back to what I was saying. I'm not a betting man. I'm just not. I mean, I might sit here and say, I think so and so is going to win. I think this or that's going to happen. I get that. Turn the camera on real quick. But, I look at this bracketology. I look at college basketball, even college football, and I don't know what it is. I just cannot bring myself to gamble on college kids. I just can't. I can get the pro sports. I get that. They're doing it for a living anyway. They're already making money. I know we got NIL and stuff like that in college athletics. Guys going to make the money, right? So it seems wrong. I'm not saying it is wrong. It just seems like dirty or something. It just doesn't seem right. You got this college like, for example, okay, Ryan Williams is now 18 years old. He was 17 last year. But if you had placed bets on him on how many receiving yards he was going to have in the season, like, dude, come on. Come on, man. What are you doing? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I'm just not a betting man. I'm not. I like to look at the odds. I do have ESPN Bet. I don't use it, but I am always curious as to what's out there. What do the experts think? What's the point spread? What are the Heisman odds? What are the MVP odds? You know, like who's going to be the favorite when it comes out for like I don't know, baseball Cy Young Award, stuff like that. Anyway, I will go ahead and drop the link for StreamYard. We got a couple people watching. I think I saw. I don't think Pete's doing. I don't think he did his midday show. So hopefully we get a good crowd. It's lunchtime. So what we'll do today is look at CBS Sports. We want to look especially at the SEC men's tournament. But we can also look at um, some of the other conferences. What's up, Nate? So I'm going to screen share real quick, and we'll take a look at some of this March Madness stuff here. Let me see. Did I put? No, I didn't. Let's look at the SEC real quick. Nate, if you want to join, bud, you're welcome to. I'll add you on. We're just hanging out today. But here is the men's tournament. This is from Twitter from the official Southeastern Conference. Zoom in just a bit. So the first round's supposed to start today. In fact, I believe it's going on right now. So I might want to keep an eye on 16 South Carolina, number 9 Arkansas. Winner plays Ole Miss tomorrow. And Texas and Vandy is game 2. That does not have a time yet for today. But I say that because that game is supposed to follow South Carolina, Arkansas. So they don't know when these first games are going to end, obviously. The same thing with Oklahoma, Georgia to cap tonight. It's going to be on after LSU, Mississippi State. And here's what we have. If I click this picture, I want to go to. I'll go to the Twitter tab here. I guess this works. So I don't know how much of this you guys can read, but we have South Carolina, Arkansas currently happening. Game 2's coming on after with Texas and Vandy. Winner plays Texas A&M there. Winner of South Carolina, Arkansas plays Ole Miss tomorrow. Let's see. So we got 4 games today. LSU, Mississippi State. That's a 15-10 game. 14-11 is Georgia, Oklahoma. Could be a good one, actually. I would think. Well, I don't know. I like Georgia in that game more so than I do Oklahoma. Winner plays Kentucky. Then you get to the quarterfinals. The winner of whoever plays Ole Miss plays Auburn. Number 1 overall seed in the SEC tournament. Right? What else? Texas Vandy, winner plays A&M, winner eventually plays number 4 Tennessee. That's on Friday. LSU, Mississippi State. Winner plays Missouri tomorrow. And the winner on Friday of tomorrow's game will play Florida. And then you get to the bottom of the bracket, Oklahoma, Georgia. Winner plays Kentucky. Winner of that plays Alabama. My Crimson Tide, baby, on Friday. And then the semifinals on Saturday? Is that right? Yeah, Saturday the 15th. And the championship is at 1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. on Sunday, the 16th. It's a good setup. Constant basketball coming your way for the SEC. So what else? Well, got a couple different predictions. Cameron Salerno put this out on CBS Sports, and I will share screen and we can look at it. We want this one. This is March Madness 2025 conference tournament predictions, picks, odds, sleepers, and upsets. Again, Cameron Salerno put this out just 2 days ago. And we've already had a couple games tip off, so it's kind of at I mean, is it really worth reading? No offense to the author of this post, of course. But like the ACC set right now. So what you have with that, round 2 is coming up today. You had Notre Dame and Pitt on Tuesday. You had Virginia Tech and Cal. You have Florida State, Syracuse. Of those games, you had 2 upsets. A 15 Cal beat number 10 Tech, Virginia Tech, that is. They will play host to Stanford, a number 7 seed. And that is tonight at 7 on ESPN2. Syracuse, who beat Florida State, pulled off a small upset, will play SMU, a number 6 seed. Let me pull this up for you. So here's the ACC. So again, Notre Dame and Pitt happened. Notre Dame won. They play UNC. Winner plays Wake. Duke, a number 1 seed, as earned. Georgia Tech versus Virginia, who won a championship pre-COVID in 2019, 2018. Winner of that game plays Duke. Could we see an upset? We'll see. I haven't really followed much ACC other than Duke and Clemson. Clemson, a number 3 seed. That's pretty good for them. So you have Georgia Tech, Virginia tonight. Or actually, I think that's actually going on right now. Let me tune into some of this basketball on the television real quick. North Carolina plays Notre Dame at 2:30 on ESPN. Stanford and Cal is today at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. SMU Syracuse at 9:30 following Stanford and Cal. Winner of Stanford Cal plays Louisville, who in this bracket is a 2 seed. Syracuse SMU winner plays Clemson, a 3 seed. Those quarterfinals tomorrow. Go back up to the top to kind of revisit that. Tech, Georgia Tech, and Virginia winner plays tomorrow at noon Eastern against Duke, who's the number 1 ACC seed. Notre Dame, a 12 seed. They beat Pitt. They advance and they play today against North Carolina. Winner plays Wake Forest. I want to make a. I don't know who I would pick as a dark horse though. Let's put on. No, let's do this multi-view. because I want to watch all of these, but I'll put the audio on. I guess it doesn't matter. It's on the Georgia Tech Virginia game. Then you got Iowa State up 26-15 over Cincinnati in the Big 12 right now. Iowa State, obviously, a top seed, looking to be maybe a 1 or a 2 when it's all said and done in March Madness. I think a lot of teams could go pretty far. Not all of these ACC teams that we see are going to be in the NCAA tournament. Now, how many get in? I think Clemson could get in. I think Duke is a lock. I think your top 4 are locks, honestly, unless something crazy happens. And then the question is for the ACC is who's going to be next? I guess whoever in this second round that's today, whoever wins today, and I don't know, maybe they win the championship or make a run. So you got like the Georgia Techs and the Wake Forests out there. Or Wake Forest is a 4 seed waiting on Notre Dame, North Carolina. But again, those are teams. Hubert Davis and North Carolina are a really good program. They're just kind of fallen off the last couple of years since they lost that championship a few years ago to Kansas. I would expect UNC to be one of the dark horses in the ACC men's bracket. Yeah, I think they could. I mean, they could be 5, 6, 7, whatever in the NCAA tournament. They really could. I think they have that potential. Anyway, so there's that. We got the conference tournaments. We can revisit that if you guys want to. Georgia Tech up 31-28 over Virginia right now, by the way. Which one is this audio on? I guess it's. Just put it on the South Carolina, Arkansas for the audio. Okay. So there's that. Well, 10-9. South Carolina up on Arkansas by 1, still in the first half. South Carolina's hit all of their 3-pointers. They've made 3 of them. 3 for 3, and Arkansas 1 of 3. Anyway, so there's that. And then I also wanted to talk to me about this. I did this mock draft this morning. I need to zoom in myself just a little bit because I need to read this. Let me ask y'all this. Let's talk up the NFL draft for a second. Okay. Let's talk up the NFL draft for a second. You look at it. Is there such thing as a perfect mock draft? Is there such thing as saying this mock draft is the ultimate mock draft? As in there's no mistakes. You traded with the right teams traded up, the right teams traded back. Then you look at, okay, this person went in the top 10 like they should have, everyone in the top 10. Is there really such thing? I don't think so. You know why? Because it's very unpredictable. Here's my latest mock draft. I did this morning. This is only for the first round. And what did I do? I did 2 trades. Who did I trade? I traded back for the Bucks, and then I called up and traded with the Falcons and the Steelers. I picked all of these. Now, some of these make sense, some of them don't. I think Cam Ward could possibly be the number one pick for the Titans if they do decide to go quarterback. If they go Shador or Travis Hunter, I think it's going to be one of those three guys. I don't think there's a set number one draft pick, but I think 1, 2, and 3, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Shador, you see on your screen, you can put them in any order with the Titans, the Browns, and the Giants. That's fair. After that, you kind of roll with it. Abdul Carter to the Patriots. They don't need a quarterback. They got Drake May. They could go Will Johnson. They could go um, Mason Graham. I've seen in a few mock drafts, and then you just get down the list. My Bucks traded in this mock draft to 26. They trade back. Nick Scorton, good pickup. They do need some pass rush. Also, I saw where the Bucks did officially bring back this morning Chris Godwin and re-signed him to a deal. So they really don't need to draft a wide receiver. They could if they wanted to. I don't know. If they stay put at 19, I don't know who they would get for wide receiver at least. You know? But I say all this, folks, to say, is there such thing as a perfect mock draft? And if so, what does it look like? You know, how do you build the right mock? Do you get the biggest team need for everybody right then and there? Do you not trade? Do you trade up? Do you trade back? I think if you were to ask Mel Kiper and Todd McShay, hey, what's the perfect mock draft look like? I'm sure they would tell you, well, there's really not one. You know, you just mock and you do what you think the teams are going to do, and you can't complain what they do on draft day. You just can't. I mean, you probably could. I know the fans will. But as a commentator, it's like you just got to take what the teams give you in your mock drafts and, just, yeah, I don't think there's a perfect mock draft. I just don't. Don't forget, too, I think we'll start this next week. Southern Throne, an SEC football show, coming your way here at Ballard Sports Media very soon. And it seems like my free day is going to be Wednesdays. I want to continue the BSM podcast. I could I roll with 2 streams on Wednesdays? Could we do the podcast in the mornings and then do one at night, do this one? Anyway, Southern Throne is coming your way soon. SEC football show, talking all things SEC football from Alabama all the way down to Vandy. I said it like that because of alphabetical order. So, looking forward to it, man. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. I'll figure it out and I'll make a post about it later on Twitter or something and let you guys know where we're going with it. In fact, let me go ahead and make a playlist for it. Let's do your podcast. No, that's just stuff I follow. Hold on. Go to YouTube Studio. Podcast. We'll call it Southern Throne and SEC Football Show. Now, when I title the videos or the live streams for it, we will just do. Let's just call it Southern Throne because I don't want to use too much characters on the whole title. And then let me see if I can find that cover too. By the way. It won't fit as the thumbnail. Excuse me. I am a little exhausted this morning. Let's do SEC football. We'll just find an SEC logo somewhere that we could use. This could work. I could roll with this. Download desktop. Yeah, this will be good. Here it is. Must be square. Okay. Let's try it now. Yes. Let's go. This is coming soon, people. I would start it today, but I think I need a week to prepare for it. But Southern Throne, here we go. Videos. Removed from this podcast. I only added that video just because I needed to make the podcast playlist. So I added like the Ginger Billy new special on YouTube. Anyway, I took that off, but we will use the SEC logo as the cover, and we will call it Southern Throne. I'm excited for this one. I hope, and I know I've said this about a lot of different stuff I've done. But I really think if I really put my head to it, if I put my work into it, we can make this podcast work. We really could. I think so. I think so. So let's do that on. What is this message? I'm thinking because I have it set on my calendar to where I would do the BSM pod, but I really want to take some time to get this SEC show going. I just need to. I really think that. Uh, Man, I guess I could do Mondays as long as I'm not working. Let me see what they have for me. Okay, I will put out a tweet or something about it later on. I'll have to figure out my work schedule a little bit and work around it, and we'll get this Southern Throne show going very soon here at BSM. I'm excited for it. I don't know. I'm so excited. I could probably write a script and get something together today, but I kind of want to take my time with it. Like I know that's probably what's best, you know. So Georgia Tech up big on Virginia, 43-35 in the ACC tournament. Arkansas down 2, 21-19. And they're showing highlights on ESPN of the Georgia Tech game. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I mean, I know what's going on in that game because I just told you, but I don't know what's on ESPN other than they're just showing some highlights at the moment. So let me get with my schedule and look at it, and I'll post something about the Southern Throne SEC show. We'll get it going soon. But I do have some stuff to take care of this afternoon. Got places to be. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We had a couple people show up. At least Nate did in the comments, but I think we had 3 watching at one point, which is good. So I appreciate that. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. God bless, and we'll see you soon here at Ballard Sports Media. Peace.